What's up, guys? Daemonxel back again with another Eve Echoes community report. Not a lot going on. There's some changes made to the game. We're going to go over the patch notes, but there's a big changes coming to alliances that can affect you and probably everyone in New Eden. Let's talk about it. Alright, so community-wise, there's not really a lot going on out there. Yeah, there's a lot of small roams out there. There's not really any big wars that I've heard of. No big heists or anything. So we're going to delve into the patch notes for last week. And well, the patch notes from this week is very short, right? We can look at it right here. There's really nothing. So we're just talking about the changes made with the balance adjustments and the big changes to alliances. This is some huge stuff that's going to shake things up. But let's start with the patch notes from 12.4. Basically saying that characters who have joined the corporations for less than 30 days cannot use the corporation market and corporation missions. All stations can now trade flagships. No, most capital ships cannot enter high-sec, obviously. Capsuleers can transport and deliver them to other stations, but you can't. In other words, you can build them. Why would you? And sell them in Jita, and people can transport them other places. All right. In the Relic Scramble, the war status of the system will persist and will no longer end with the despawn of relics. They reduced the number of electronic warfare modules fitted to a Wayseeker enemies in the Relic Scramble. After joining the militia, the merit loss due to death is reduced. The lower the rank, the less the loss. When structures like Sino-Jammers are attacked, the armor hardening state is activated. Their enhanced, inefficient attributes will be used. It's currently considered as normal state, and this changes, that fixes the bug that previously was there. And lastly, the Anjun capital ship armor system refractoring. The shield penalty has been reduced from 50% down to 40%. There's a bonus to the armor, which changes the final value from plus 150% to base value 150%, and is no longer as effective on armor plates. Let's see here. The Redeem Starbreak key duration has been extended by 1 week, so it's probably ended by now. Optimizations. All industrial ships, freighters, shuttles, special dish ships will now be displayed within the ship tree. The module meta level 9 through 10 will now display in the new corner mark color. When a player applies to join a fleet, a red dot will appear on the relevant interface. They added a new battle setting to enable or disable the display of damage numbers taken by yourself. They optimized the inventory, ships, and module interfaces to make decimal displays more concise. It is also now required to input confirm button when deleting a supply cache, obviously so you don't mess up, and delete something that you shouldn't have, reducing the chances of accidental deletion of valuable items. The upgrade for the Starbreak Series AI Core is now available. Looks like they're going to be doing a new Eden Store update. The OLD Point Store will close soon. Some popular items will be moved to the Militia Supply Store, and all test modules will be temporarily removed. Capsuleers should purchase any of these desired items as soon as possible. The new exchange store using multiple currencies will open soon. It's probably open now. Yeah, and they fixed a bunch of bugs. Okay. As you can see, this week's, the one that just dropped, was it yesterday? Or the 11th, because I'm recording this on the 12th. The Redeem Starbreak Key Exchange Store will extend its open time. So they're extending it again another week. So you have at least till next week to buy anything, you redeem your points, do all that stuff. And they had some bug fixes. All right, so that covers that. Let's get into the big alliance changes coming to the game here. Okay. They basically start off stating that in the vast universe, we collectively experience the infinite possibilities of exploration, blah, 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 blah. The sandbox nature of the game grants every capsuleer the freedom to develop. However, over time, we've noticed that some large alliances have grown to over 5,000 or over 10,000 members, their power far surpassing all other corps. This immense strength has, to some extent, affected the game's balance and diversity, as well as the potential for interaction and cooperation among capsuleers, forming a certain degree of monopoly. well, we've all seen this, right? The big blocks. You have AOA, right? You have Silent Federation. There are big swaths of null blocks out there that are basically just overpowering. To maintain the ecosystem and the vitality of New Eden, and to provide more fun and strategic possibilities, we plan to implement significant updates to alliances and diplomacy, including the following 3 aspects. They are basically turning alliances into a ISK sink. That's right, you heard me. Alliance suspension fee, a diplomacy suspension fee, and the alliance size. All of these are being changed, and it's going to be going into effect in the next 2 to 3 months. Little by little, they're going to be imposing these. Let's see. So, first thing is alliance sizes. They are going to remove all alliance management skills, so you guys can go ahead and refund those skills when these goes into effect at no cost to you. You won't have to use any of... God, my brain's shot. I can't remember the thing. The item to get your points back. It's just the name's shut. To be compatible with existing data, the default maximum member count of an alliance will be increased to 30. With the update to the alliance suspension fee, there might be a possibility where max number of corporations count will be reduced. Now here's the fees. Currently, the weekly, right, not even monthly, you're going to be taxed every week a fee in ISK, the number of corps times 2 million. After the adjustment, the weekly alliance suspension fee will increase in tiers. Currently, it's number of corps by 2 million. It's changing to a bigger amount. So let's see here. So if you have an alliance that has 5 or lesser corps, your weekly fee is going to be the number of corps you have times 20 million. 6 to 10 is going to be times 100. 11 to 15 to 200. 16 to 20 to 300 million a week. 21 to 25 members is 400 million per week times the number of corps. And 26 to 30 is 5 million. So let's do the math here. So at max, you are looking, if you have 30 corps, you are looking at 15 billion per week in suspension fees to keep that alliance alive. Now that's just the weekly count, right? There's going to be more fees. So alliance creation. To enhance the sense of belonging to an alliance and give alliances more significance, we will make the following adjustments as well. At least a level 5 corp is required to create an alliance. After creating an alliance, you cannot create another one for 180 days. There is a diplomacy maintenance fee. Currently, you can add up to 255 corps alliances and capsuleers as diplomatic targets without maintenance fees. After the adjustments, different fees will be charged based on the target and the relationship. Capsuleer diplomacy. Right? Let's see here. Currently, there is no fee. Let's see here. After the update, it still requires no fee. There could be a total of 200 friendly or hostile relations altogether. However, capsuleers cannot add alliances or corps as contacts. Only capsuleers can be added as contacts. Hostile diplomatic relations. Adding hostile diplomatic entities does not require a fee. We will introduce the Declare War feature in the future, which will require a war declaration fee. Now, I know what we're talking about. We're talking about war decks now. But there's no information that I've read so far that even gives us any information whether you can attack these war targets in high sec. Alright, so during that time, looks like adding hostile alliances up to 3 is free. Adding hostile corps up to 20 is free. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Here's the fees. Adding friendly entities costs ISK with Concord. Declaring and maintaining the legality of the diplomatic relation. The fees for alliances and corps differ. Please see the table below. Adding friendly alliances up to 3 is free. However, adding 1 alliance, I guess after that, is 500 million ISK in total every week. Adding 2 alliances is 1.5 billion ISK in total every week. Adding 3 alliances is 3 billion. ISK every week. Adding friendly corps up to 20. So the first 10 are for free. After that, it's 200 million ISK total every week for up to 15 corps. And up to 20 corps, it is 500 million ISK in total every week. So, yes, like I said, ISK sink. They're trying to drain the coffers of these mega alliances to try and scale them down. However, I don't think they estimate how much money is generated by these alliances. Sure, this will actually probably hurt smaller alliances than it will larger alliances. If the number of corps or alliances or capture has added as friendly entities exceeds the limit, corp or alliance management personnel will need to manually remove some diplomatic entities in the diplomacy interface. Otherwise, all corp or alliance diplomatic relations will become neutral. Once the excess diplomatic targets are removed, the number is reduced to the allowed range. The remaining diplomatic relationships will automatically be restored. If the diplomacy maintenance fee is in arrears, in other words, if you don't pay it, or you're late on your payment, your diplo relationships will also become neutral. They will be restored after you pay your bill. Within the next 3 months, we will gradually increase the alliance extension fee and diplomacy maintenance fee over multiple adjustments. So, yeah, this is just a start, guys. The money's going to go higher and higher and higher. We will continuously monitor whether these adjustments have a positive impact on the scale of alliances and diplomatic gameplay, and will introduce more refined plans based on capsular feedback. Our envisioned maximum number of alliance member corps is 10 to 15, with up to 3 friendly alliances. Through the above adjustments, we hope New Eden will blossom with more exciting stories, offering more opportunities. They just basically want more chaos, guys. They want more people fighting and destructing, and so this way you can spend more money to get more IP and everything else. So, do I think this is good? Well, I mean, they got to do something, right? They got to do something to kind of break up the monotony of the game. Imposing fines and a ISK sink, I don't know if that is the way to do this. I think it's going to hurt smaller entities more than these bigger entities. But that's a lot of ISK per week, right? We're talking tons of ISK. And who knows? Maybe if they keep upping it higher and higher and higher, maybe it will be too much for these bigger entities to, keep relationships, and they'll have to cut ties. I don't know. I guess only time will tell. We'll have to stay with it and see exactly where it goes. With the capsular feedback, maybe it'll get reduced, maybe it'll go higher. Who knows? We'll keep on it. So let's change the subject and let's talk about some kills that have happened recently. We'll shoot over to Mobi's site real quick. It's going to be a quick episode, guys. No, it's not going to be 28-minute episode. So, before we jump into the Mario link, there have been some other things that have passed through the, Mario kill board, which I found humorous. And I'm using humorous specifically. Like this clown car, right? I do want to applaud the person who did this. I really like this. I think it's hilarious. And they even gave the clown wig to the pilot. Primo. So 1.4 billion Cinnable. And they didn't just get that one. They got the pod too. There you go. There's the pod. But a round of applause. Whoever did this, a round of applause to you. I love it. It's phenomenal. And it's great. Alright, so we've gone back to the 4th, basically the day of the patch of last week, and we have 2 rather large kills. We have 2 Wyverns, so we have 2 supers that are killed. Let's bring this one up here. As you can see here, we have a 1.2 trillion Wyvern super carrier killed. This belonged to Fax, was killed by KSS, BST, I forget which alliance these guys belong to, but there you go, it's probably AOA or one of them types. We also have another one. 1 trillion, well, not even, but a little less than the other one. This one belonged to Core, and there you go. Here is a nice kill. Now, those are the biggest kills of the week. Now, we do have some Visagos that were destroyed, and Asarte, a villain. The rest are Sciences, Anacondas, that sort of thing. So everything, as you can see, drops dramatically, right? Goes down to 200, almost grazing the top to almost 300 billion on this. Here's the Visago that was killed. Very nice, very nice. We have, let's go to the next one. The next one is 30 billion underneath that. Here we go. This Visago was killed by Nyx. Love it. And the house, so supers were dropped on this one. And it just goes down from there. So those are the biggest kills of the week. Again, I'm not doing any giveaways or anything like that anymore. I'm doing that, and I am still covering this game. But again, the channel will be moving more towards Eve Frontier as more information comes out about that game. We'll be covering that as well. I'm not going to be covering the Eve Conquest game. I made a video about it. I wasn't happy about it. I didn't put it out. Not my game. It's not my cup of tea. I tried it. I don't like it. I don't like how I covered it on the video, so I just didn't even release the video. But, yeah. So that's what we got going on until something really, really big happens in the game. It just seems like everything's quiet and winding down in Eve Echoes. But I hope you guys like this. Obviously, if you need more news in your life, you're going to hear me talk about it. Go over to Rambo and Taylor Rick's Echoes of New Eden podcast every Sunday. The times vary. If you want to be part of the live audience, you need to get into that server to join in the live studio. This way you can add to the show on the on-air chat. And sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not, depending. We'll see what's going on. So until I talk to you guys again, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Adventure safe. And again, here on this channel, we are always one vision, one purpose, one front. I'll see you guys in the next video.